I'd say howdy, but I'm from New Jersey, so I don't really do that. So hi, my name is Friedman, and I'm the president of NFTY, and I use she/her pronouns. As a kid, I always wondered why humans are as close as we are. Why we have this need to be together, why we cannot survive without one another, why we want to find that someone's special and drown ourselves in the love that they can give. As I get older and wiser, which some would argue, I realized that it's human instinct to crave deep relation because we need that connection. That's what it's about. But connection doesn't have to be this huge thing. It can be small things too that make just as big of an impact. Think about the people you make eye contact with on the street. Do you smile at them or do you just look away? Whatever it may be, that's a connection. Some good, some bad, some memorable, and some that just pass us by. It's what you do with that connection that matters most. If you make eye contact with that stranger and look away, it's just a glance. But if you do something with that glance, that's an impact. If you smile at that stranger, you can make their day. Connections lead to impact, and impact leads to change. I'll tell you a story. Let's take it back to 2008. I was 8 years old, I had an underbite, I was missing my 2 front teeth, and I had pigtails like you would never seen before. My mom dropped me off at my first day of cheer practice on a stale August evening in my hometown of Hillsborough, New Jersey. Yeah. I looked around at the other girls at the cheer practice and hid behind my mother. Change is scary. This was my first sport, and these were new people and new things I'd be experiencing. I don't blame 8-year-old Sarah for being kind of scared of what was to come. Little did I know how much of an impact cheerleading would have on my life. As I grew older, I stuck with it. I joined a competitive cheerleading team and made tons of friends. But when I reached 7th grade, my cheer coach approached me with an opportunity, asking me to become a junior coach along with an adult coach to lead a cheer team. I jumped at the idea of coaching because I wanted to spread my love and passion for cheer to others. And also because I just love kids. You know, they're so cute. You just want pizza chips. After an interview, I was offered a position coaching the cheerleading team for students with disabilities. I had grown up with some of the girls, and we were friends. We all went to the same elementary school, and in 1st or 2nd grade, we used to play jump rope on the blacktop during recess. I jumped at the chance to coach the team because they were a part of my past that I knew could be a part of my future. Flash forward a year and a half, our cheer team was called the Gems, and we truly were the hidden gem of Hillsborough.
Here you are.
Soon, though, we'd be graduating cheerleading and moving on to high school. The December weather was cold, but our hearts were warm as we said goodbye to our cheer team. We rejoiced together as we performed our dance one last time for the other cheerleaders and our parents. But after that day, it seemed cheer was over. Not just for me as a coach and as a competitive cheerleader, but for the students with disabilities as well. Freshman year of high school was a breeze. Classes are pretty easy. I joined theater and I didn't continue my cheerleading career, though I did see some of the girls from our squad around school from time to time. Seeing them made my day, and when our eyes met, their smiles could light up the halls. I miss them a lot. People always say that high school is when you find out who your true friends are, because people can grow apart or they can become closer. I didn't want to grow apart from these friends. So when I got an email from a mom of one of the Gems asking if I wanted to help her and her daughter put a team together, I immediately said yes, excited for what was to come. I met after school with her, one of the Gems, a teacher who would soon become our coach, and a representative from the Sparkle Effect, the organization who helped us kickstart our cheer team. I was ecstatic to be a part of something so special that would help change our community. This cheer team wasn't about creating something for people who didn't have. It was about creating something that we could all have together. Soon, the legacy of the Rocking Raiders began, an inclusive cheerleading team for students with and without disabilities at our high school. We cheered football, soccer, and basketball games for boys and girls, junior varsity and varsity teams at our high school. It hasn't always been easy for us being part of such a huge change at our school. Some typically developed students were not fully prepared for our team and what we had to offer, but because of the kind hearts of our students and our staff, our team was ultimately welcomed with open hearts and open arms. As the years went on, we began to grow, and now we are 18 members strong. We perform our dance that we all work very hard on during halftime of the games we cheer at. Recently, actually, the mayor of our town issued a proclamation in support of our team, which you can see. I can stand up here and talk about the Rocket Raiders all day, believe me. But why am I really here in front of you? I want to challenge you to make a change. The change you discover doesn't have to be a huge change. Every impact we make can have an even bigger impact on someone else. You can change a life with just one act that you commit and pursue. Maybe you can't change the whole world, but you can definitely change the world for someone. Thanks.